You're listening to the My Simplified Life podcast, and this is episode number 253. Hey, friends, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Michelle Glogovac, and today is the day that we have been waiting for. It is Election Day 2024. I know that I am so ready for this day to be here, done, and over. And hopefully we get some results soon, that we don't have to wait days and days. And if we're lucky, hey, maybe tonight we can call it. So what do we do today? What is it that's going to help us get through today? I want to share with you what I'm going to be doing today. It starts off with getting the kids off to school. I am totally going to be wearing my Kamala shirt and really trying to do my best to stay out of my own head, to not let the former guy live rent free in my head or any of his supporters, because they really don't deserve my time or my energy, especially when I and so many others are putting forth so much energy and time into protecting everyone's rights. So I will be working today. I will be doing my emails. I am going to try to stay off of social media to a certain extent. You know that there's going to be regular media that will present to us where they think the polls are and who might be winning, but they can't tell that, not anytime soon. So I will read my books. I will get a great playlist on. One of my favorites right now is the playlist from the DNC when they had their rally, because it's a great one. And it reminds us that we all are Americans. We all want freedom. We all have the right to democracy. And that is what we are fighting for. So I will be doing all of that. I think that there's going to be probably a nice long walk in my future. And then tonight, I'm going to celebrate. My friends and I and the kids and more kids are going to have a drink and enjoy some food. And then we're going to turn on the TV to see where the polls might be, to start watching those results and to hopefully pop some champagne. That's my ultimate goal in all of this. But I want to remind you that today it's going to be a heavy day. It just is. It has been a very heavy, trying number of months for all of us. And today should hopefully bring us that resolution. I hope that you got out your vote early, that you're not having to run to the polls. My vote was already cast, counted. I got the confirmation for it. And that's one less thing that I have to worry about. I want to make sure that my kids are doing well, because this affects them no matter what you think, whether they are young or old. This is something that's on their mind as well. So I want to make it as light and fun for them, and to also ensure that they witness history, that they are very present for seeing the first female Black president be elected, and to know that they were a part of that, that they definitely used their voices to help make this happen. So how do we take our time to reflect and to be present while also not being completely in it, in our own heads with worries? I know that my stomach has been in knots, and I don't want that. I don't want that stress, because we lived through that already and we don't need to go back. We're not going back. I feel like now is a good time to reflect on, that rose and the thorn. What's the highlight and what was the low of this election period? And I would have to say that the lows would be discovering who I actually know or am related to, who do not prioritize the rights of others. That's the complete lowest. That I had been called names, and my skin is much thicker than that. So I'm not concerned about being lashed out for protecting the rights of others. I do that. I will always do that. And if I get flack for that, then that's really too bad. I stand up for everyone, for all genders, all races, all cultures, everybody. I don't care who it is that you choose to love. I don't care any of that. I stand up for you because you have that right. I think that one of the lows has been to see who doesn't believe in that. And that's sad. It's selfish and it's sad. And I will continue standing up for you, regardless of who you don't stand up for. The highs have been in connecting with those who are standing up for others. It's been in meeting and getting to know people that work on the Harris campaign. It is getting to see the other activists who are out there urging people to vote, urging people, educating them on the importance of this election, and to have become friends with so many of them. That's been amazing, to really connect with people who are like-minded, and like-minded in that we want the best for everybody. Everyone in this country deserves that. That's the absolute highest of highs. And I hope and pray that the highs are high for you and that they overshadow the lows, because it's very sad to see that not everybody wants what's best for others, that there is a feeling that you have the right to make decisions for other people. You have the right to judge other people. And a lot of that is based on religion. People who feel that their religion is the priority, and it can't be. It isn't, because your religion is yours. It doesn't mean that it's mine or your neighbor's. And that is not how anything should be approached. This is politics. It's not the church. And that seems to have been something that's very lost and forgotten for many. So let's erase that low. Let's forget about it. Let's focus on the highs, on the fact that you have a voice. We've been able to use our voices for good, to encourage each other, to be there for one another, to show our kids this is the example of what good is. This is what happiness and joy and kindness looks like. This is what a leader who wants what's best for you looks like, sounds like, acts like. I think these are the important things that we need to focus on, that we have learned through this election. Unfortunately, this has not been Republican versus Democrat. This has not been political by any means. This has been a lot of morals, personality. Who do you love? Is hatred a part of that? And it can't be. It shouldn't be. Is disrespect a part of that? I'm voting for the person who is kind. And I've shared this many times over the past few months. The one who brings us joy, the one who is putting each of us first, not the person who is putting other people down, who takes an entire gender and thinks that they should just be wiped away, that we're only good for certain things in the kitchen. That's not the high. That is the low and the ick factor, and what I hope we don't have to ever deal with again, because we deserve better. And this is something that I've continued to say, especially when the trolls come out, the haters come out, is I say, you deserve better. And you need to recognize that you do deserve better. I deserve better, but you do too. And I don't understand why you don't feel you deserve better, because you do. We all do. We deserve to be happy, to have our rights, our freedoms, because we live in America. This is what this country is all about. And I hope that we're going to do this short episode so that you can move along your day, but that you find some inspiration. Reflect today on what your highs have been, because I know there's been a lot of lows. So think of what the highs are. What have been those roses for you? The shining light that has brought tears to your eyes because it is so good. What have you done with those? What can you do with those moments? And how are you going to make more of those moments? Because although the election might be over as of tonight, I think that we're still a far way away from becoming the united front that we need to be. We have too many people who have shown their true colors, and it's unfortunate. And I hope that they can see that they deserve better and we deserve better. And the only way to do that is to stop being so judgmental on other people's decisions. It is the only way to allow others to make choices for themselves. Let them be. I hope that we all get some rest tonight, that we are able to go through our day smiling and knowing that the countdown is on and we are here. We have made it this far, and happy days are ahead. If you need to chat, send me a DM, send me a text, send me an email, and we will get through today together. We will end this day on a high note, smiling, dancing, and having a good time. Because when we fight, we win. And tonight, we are going to win, my friends. Until next week, keep smiling.